The Chiefs' new coach, impact on the team. The Kansas City Chiefs, perennial Super Bowl contenders under Andy Reid, face a hypothetical new era in 2025 following their 40-22 loss to the Philadelphia Eagles in Super Bowl 59. With Reid's storied tenure, 3 Super Bowl titles, 9 straight AFC West crowns, and a 258-144-1 regular season record, setting an unmatched standard, imagine the Chiefs have appointed a new head coach. Brian Callahan, former Cincinnati Bengals offensive coordinator and head coach, known for elevating Joe Burrow's offense. Will Callahan lead the Chiefs to another Super Bowl? His innovative coaching philosophy, rooted in adaptability and quarterback empowerment, could either propel Patrick Mahomes to new heights or disrupt Kansas City's dynasty. This article dives into Callahan's background, strategies, and key stats to reveal whether he's the right man to keep the Chiefs atop the NFL. Brian Callahan, background and coaching philosophy. Brian Callahan, 41, brings a pedigree steeped in offensive expertise. The son of longtime NFL coach Bill Callahan, he began his career as a quality control coach with the Denver Broncos, 2010-12, later serving as quarterbacks coach for the Detroit Lions, 2016-17, and offensive coordinator for the Bengals, 2019-23. As Bengals head coach, 2024, he led Cincinnati to a 9-8 record, narrowly missing the playoffs. His hiring by Kansas City, in this hypothetical scenario, follows Reid's retirement after 26 NFL seasons, with Chiefs chairman Clark Hunt citing Callahan's modern offensive vision and ability to maximize Mahomes. Callahan's philosophy mirrors Reid's in its quarterback-centric approach but leans heavily on analytics and tempo. He emphasizes up-tempo offense. Callahan's Bengals averaged 12.8 seconds per play, third fastest in the NFL in 2024, aiming to exhaust defenses and create mismatches. RPO and play action. His schemes integrate run-pass options, RPOs, and play action, tailored to Mahomes' improvisational genius and Isaiah Pacheco's explosiveness. Receiver versatility. Callahan deploys receivers like Xavier Worthy and Jalen Royals in jet motion and deep routes, exploiting their speed, Worthy's 4.21 40-yard dash. Player empowerment. Like Reid, who scored 9.77/10 for player trust in the benchmarks to 2025 NFLPA survey, Callahan fosters locker room buy-in through open communication. However, Callahan's relative inexperience as a head coach, one season, contrasts with Reid's 284 career wins, raising questions about his ability to manage a veteran roster and navigate playoff pressure. His Bengals tenure showed offensive promise, 26.1 points per game, but defensive inconsistencies, suggesting reliance on Chiefs defensive coordinator Steve Spagnuolo. Impact on the Chiefs' performance. Callahan's arrival coincides with a pivotal 2025 season. The Chiefs, with 28 free agents and roster turnover, e.g., L'Jarius Sneed traded to Tennessee, lean on Mahomes, for 1,561 yards, 35 TDs in 2024, Pacheco, and newcomers like rookie left tackle Josh Simmons and receiver Jalen Royals. Here's how Callahan could shape the team. Offensive evolution. Callahan's up-tempo system could amplify Mahomes' efficiency. In 2024, the Chiefs ranked 9th in total offense, 366.2 yards per game, a dip from their usual top 5 status. Callahan's Bengals ranked 6th, 375.4 yards, driven by quick-hitting passes and RPOs. With Mahomes' 68.7% completion rate and Worthy's 14.8 yards per catch, Callahan's scheme could push Kansas City back to a top 3 offense, projecting 5,800 total yards in 2025. His play-action emphasis suits Mahomes, who threw for 1,892 yards on play-action in 2024, 25% of attempts. However, the transition risks early hiccups. Reid's West Coast offense, with its complex route trees, meshed perfectly with Mahomes' pre-snap reads. Callahan's simpler speed-based system may limit DeAndre Hopkins' nuanced route running, as Hopkins played under 50% of snaps post-trade in 2024. The Chiefs' revamped offensive line, with veteran Tremaine Ankrum and rookie Simmons, must adapt to faster snap counts, a concern after allowing 6 sacks in Super Bowl 59. Defensive continuity. Callahan inherits a top 10 defense led by Spagnuolo, who engineered 41 sacks and 17 interceptions in 2024. Chris Jones, 12.5 sacks, and rookie safety Noel Williams, 2 clutch picks, anchor the unit. Callahan's limited defensive background means Spagnuolo retains autonomy, ensuring continuity. However, Callahan's aggressive offensive tempo could overexpose the defense, as seen in Cincinnati, where opponents averaged 28.2 points in 2024 losses. The Chiefs' 2025 schedule, with tough early games against Philadelphia and Baltimore, demands defensive resilience. Locker room dynamics. Reid's 93% approval for time efficiency and 13th ranking for locker room receptiveness set a high bar. Callahan's player-first approach, honed with Burrow and Ja'Marr Chase, aligns with Kansas City's veteran core. Travis Kelce, who plans to return in 2025, thrives in collaborative environments, and Callahan's willingness to incorporate Mahomes' input could maintain team cohesion. Yet, the NFLPA's 2025 report highlights player frustration with outdated facilities, 26th overall, which Callahan must navigate to statistical insights. Can Callahan continue the legacy? The Chiefs' historical success under Reid, 142-53 regular season record, 18-8 playoff record, sets a daunting benchmark. Callahan's 9-8 record in 2024 offers a mixed comparison. Win percentage, Reid's .728 win percentage, 2013-24, dwarfs Callahan's .529, but Callahan's Bengals faced a tougher AFC North, .541 opponent winning percentage, than Kansas City's 2025 schedule, .522. Points scored, Reid's Chiefs averaged 28.6 points per game, 2017-24, while Callahan's Bengals hit 26.1 in 2024. With Mahomes, Callahan could exceed 30 points per game, matching Reid's 2022 peak, 29.2. Playoff success. Reid's 18 playoff wins include 3 Super Bowl titles. Callahan's lone postseason absence in 2024 raises doubts about his high-stakes readiness. Callahan's 2025 projection hinges on the Chiefs' schedule. The first 9 games include 5 2024 playoff teams: Eagles, Ravens, Lions, Commanders, Bills, testing his early adaptability. The back half, with softer opponents like the Titans and Colts, favors a 12-5 record, aligning with Reid's average. ESPN's Football Power Index projects a 68% playoff chance with Callahan's offensive boost, but his 0-1 record against Reid, 2022, suggests a learning curve. Challenges and opportunities. Callahan's youth and analytics-driven approach could modernize Kansas City's offense, countering the AFC West's rising threats, e.g., Jim Harbaugh's Chargers. His RPO-heavy scheme exploits Denver's weaker linebacker core, projecting sweeps over the Broncos in Weeks 11 and 17. However, his inexperience risks missteps in primetime games, like the Week 2 Eagles rematch, where Philadelphia's front seven could overwhelm a transitioning line. Opportunities abound with Mahomes, whose 2024 MVP caliber stats, 4,561 yards, 35 TDs, thrive in up-tempo systems. Callahan's jet motion plays could elevate Worthy to 1,000 yards, complementing Royals' 2025 draft impact. Off-field, Callahan must address player demands for locker room renovations and better training staff, 30th in one-on-one treatment, as noted in the NFLPA survey, to maintain trust. Conclusion: a new chapter or a dynasty's dip. Brian Callahan's hypothetical hiring as the Chiefs' new coach in 2025 blends promise and peril. His up-tempo, quarterback-friendly philosophy could unlock Mahomes' next evolution, projecting a 12-5 season and a deep playoff run, potentially reaching the AFC Championship. Stats suggest he can maintain Kansas City's offensive firepower, but his inexperience and defensive reliance on Spagnuolo tempers Super Bowl expectations, with a 35% title probability per ESPN models. Compared to Reid's dynasty-defining legacy, Callahan faces a steep climb to match 3 Super Bowl wins in 5 years. The Chiefs' dynasty isn't on the line, it's evolving. Callahan's strategies, rooted in speed and adaptability, position Kansas City to contend in 2025, but only time will tell if he's the right man to hoist the Lombardi Trophy. Can he turn Mahomes' magic and a favorable late-season schedule into a 4th Super Bowl ring? Chiefs' kingdom awaits the answer.